Welcome back to my channel. No story time this time. This time I wanted to show you how I've created this glam look. I know I've done so many glam looks on my YouTube channel anyway, but these are my current favorite products that I use for all my glam looks, and I have been repetitively using them, so I thought I'd share it. So this is my Glam 2024. No matter what foundations I try that are like trendy and latest and whatever, it's always going to be the Too Faced. Born This Way, my color is Praline. I could go with the half a shade lighter as well and then bronze it up, but this is like my perfect match. Okay, so this is definitely full glam. I've literally used 2 pumps and it gives me like proper coverage, So I use this foundation usually for an event, for shoots. I then also go on to the concealers. Now, if you are my shade, if you are a praline, you can go with the concealer Warm Beige. That alone should be nice and bright enough without it looking too light. I, however, like my under eyes to be extremely bright. One of the reasons I like that as well is because I tend to do a lot with my eye makeup. Like I tend to wear big lashes, so then I kind of feel like I don't want my eyes to look tired or any shadows or for it to look droopy, because the smokier you go with your eyes, your concealer is going to start looking a little bit darker, if that makes sense. Like your under eye doesn't appear as bright anymore, so that's why I do this. Beauty blenders. These are actually not even beauty blenders, they're from Real Techniques and I really like them. Next up, contouring. I alternate between these two. So these are like my current favorite cream contours. So I use the Westman Atelier, which is actually not too strong. So it's just like a nice medium brown. If, however, I do wear a foundation, and I'm always an in-between color. So if you are that NC42, NC43 and struggle just like me to find the right undertones and foundations, then I would say this one is a good investment, and they last a long time as well. So this one's like a lot more browner and orangey, and this warms up the foundation. So I don't need it for a praline because I find praline is literally my perfect match. But obviously if you have a foundation that's just a tad too cool for you or a tad too light, then the Chanel bronzer is great. This one is the color Truffle. They do have a darker one and then they have a lighter one. The Truffle works perfect for me. And I'm just using a nice little tapered fluffy brush to blend it all out. If you want this to be a bit more defined, I'm obsessed with this palette right now. It's from Natasha Denona. It's called the Hyper Natural Face Palette. And as you can see, I use it a lot. So I like the bronze and contour over here. So I'm gonna use the 2 colors. So again, this works if you're my skin tone, or obviously if you're a little bit, so can you see like there's just a little bit more emphasis there. So if you're my skin tone or lighter, this palette would work for you. I feel like if you are of a darker skin complexion, the colors in this palette unfortunately won't stand out so much. So I don't want you to waste money just because I've recommended it. Same palette, obsessed with this darker pink. It's so nice. I use both, but I'm going to start off with the darker pink first. I already have semi-round face, so I don't want the blush to sit on my cheeks. If you have a very small face, and of course you would want it more on the cheek, or to be honest, it's personal preference. So that's the slightly, yeah, and then now I'm gonna go with the lighter color and go a little bit more inside the face. Now I'm gonna use a little bit of powder, which is the MAC Studio Fix powder. Just to let you know, this is a glam look, okay? So I am going to be using quite a lot of products, so I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to sharpen the contour a little bit, can you see? Just because the whole point of a contour is you want it to lift. You don't want it to sit lower in the face. You want it to be quite nice and high. So I'm just cleaning up a little bit and sharpening that, making it, probably the word is defined. Okay, if you have scarring or anything, this is great to cover on some of the areas. I, however, am gonna set my under eyes with, I do love the Givenchy #2. That one's amazing. I'm just currently using it in my kit, so I don't even get to use it. But with the pound cake, I'm going to mix some of Cherry Blossom. So I'm basically kind of creating my Givenchy palette, my Givenchy under eye with these two products. So I've just mixed them both. Get yourself a powder puff. I've got the Danessa Myrix, and then I'm just going to get some of the product and then just really blend it nicely onto the powder puff. Make sure that I have no creases, and then set the under eyes. I always like to do it around the nose because I've got a bit of folds there and smile lines. And then the areas where I usually tend to get a bit sweaty, and it's usually my T-zone, sometimes above my mouth area as well. And then use the same just to kind of really make sure that it's all like squashed into the face. Same concealer. I'm going to use this on my eyelid, just maybe like 2 dots. So this is the warm beige. I like doing this just before I'm about to do eye makeup. Now I'm going back to the same palette. I love this dark color, so I'm going to use it with my finger, and I'm just going to go straight and apply it all over. Okay, now that I've got most of the color onto the lid, I'm going to take a brush. I'm going to take a nice soft blending brush, goes same color, and I'm just going to clean up a little bit. Same brush, I'm just going to do my lower lash line. I'm going to dip into my contour color, and I'm just going to do the crease, highlight color. Last but not least, I'm going to use the slightly lighter bronzy color just on the middle of the eyelid, okay? So again, with my finger. I absolutely love this Lisa Eldridge eyeliner, kitten eyeliner. It's like super sharp. And I'm of course going to do eyeliner. I just love an eyeliner. Sometimes I'll start at the end and sometimes I'll start on full body. So let me on this side just show you. Yep. And now I'm just going to do a little bit of the inner corner, and I'm just pulling it inside a little bit like this. Before I do mascara, I'm going to pick my lashes already. So I'm using the Tatti Lashes number TL7. So they are a little bit, these are, like I said, glam, okay? So if I just hold it, like, they're quite a little bit crazy. I'm gonna curl my lashes. Current favorite mascara, Lisa Eldridge Kitten Mascara. I use a separate mascara, which is the Estee Lauder Zero Smudge, because I hate when my mascara transfers. I think this one's okay. I always like to stick it and make sure it sits well on the end of the lashes, and then I work my way in. Brows, I'm going to take, I've got 2 pencils that I like. I use a darker color on the outside of my brows, and then I use a lighter brown just to do the inside so it doesn't look so harsh. And then I'm gonna use a brow set. I have several. The one that I'm currently trying out, which I bought this BBB Clear Gloss from Selfridges, and I like the little wand. I think they're all the same anyway. I'm just like, this is just to kind of comb it and keep it in place, and it doesn't leave like those white residues, which I really like about this. I absolutely am obsessed with this liner. It's from Morphe. It's called Sweet Tea. Okay, so I've just overlined, made them a little bit fuller. I'm gonna take a Lisa Eldridge lipstick. It's called Velvety Blush. No, Velvet? I mean, it's a velvet range, but it's the Blush Lightly, so they're quite matte. I like to just use it on the middle, and then I take my lip liner again and make sure it gives me that kind of ombre look. Highlighter, okay. just gonna take a few, I mean, not a few, like a little bit, just for the nose. Okay, hair done. I've got these short bangs in as well, so sometimes it's nice because I could just do like this really cool updo and get this. So there's like so many ways of doing things, but right now I'm just got my hair out and just like soft waves, just frames my face. But anyway, I hope this was useful. These are my current favorite products. I've been using the exact same products for all my latest glam looks, whether it's for photo shoots, whether it's like on a night out, you know, dinner dates. This has literally been in, I mean, the lashes tend to vary depending on the occasion, but it's pretty much all my favorite products. So I thought I'd share something that's a little bit more updated, something that, you know, whenever people ask, this is obviously a very beat face, so it's like it's got loads of products, it's got loads going on. I do not use setting spray, I never have, not on my clients, not on myself ever, but whatever I've just done in this order, this lasts me the entire day, a good 15 hours. And sometimes I have this, like I said, for a shoot, or sometimes even at work, and the only thing that I might need to do is just a little bit of you know, blotting paper around the T-zone only. Other than that, everything doesn't budge, and my brides always agree with me that their makeup doesn't budge as well. So yeah, just thought I'll share everything that I like. If you like this video, or if you have any product recommendations, or if you think I could have used something else instead of something else, like, do let me know. I would love to try, and hope this video was useful. Thank you. Until next time.